Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the co-hosts here. Just going to switch to my microphone. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Yeah, good to see you guys again. I have been ill. I was very ill yesterday, so today I've brought my lemon sip on stream, so I might be drinking that throughout because, as I said, I'm quite ill at the moment. But we move on. We move on. There isn't much happening. But I think a lot of volatility is potentially going to come in today. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about why I think volatility is most likely going to be coming in today, and where I'm expecting the price to go. Because we're trading sideways. We've been trading sideways for a few days now. Nothing exciting has been happening, and I've sort of just been sitting on the sidelines. If you've been following the channel, you will know that I have that trade open for you. I'll find that trade here as well. As you can see, I still have this trade open, and I have told you that I've taken profit as well off of this trade. I showed you me entering this trade live, and yeah, as you can see, if it will let me zoom in, there you go, so you can see it a bit better. I have taken 50% profit, and I've still got 50% left within that trade. Because, as I said, I'm expecting lower. I am still expecting lower. And today could be the catalyst. Today could be that catalyst that pushes the price of Bitcoin down, potentially having that last capitulation event. So before we get into the video, please make sure you smash a like on this video. Do really appreciate it. It will really help the channel out and really help myself out as well. So I would really appreciate it if you could just smash that like button. The dad, Dan, nice to see you back. Did I mention that I had a bad feeling about this morning? Yeah, there are some things coming out that they don't look good. Technicals aren't looking too good either, even though we've had the break towards the upside. Still not looking too good. So obviously I'm going to go through that with you today. So jumping straight on into Cointelegraph then. So today, this is why a lot of volatility is most likely going to come in today, because 6 million in Bitcoin options expire on Friday, which is today, giving bears a reason to pin Bitcoin under 16,000. So this is going to bring a lot of volatility into the market. 600 million in Bitcoin options expire today. So that's going to bring a lot of volatility in. For me right now, because we're sitting around 16,000 or 17,000, I do think it's more bearish, and I do think we could see a bearish reaction to the options expiry. But there is a possibility that it could actually push the price up, as it says here. Bears are positioned for Friday's 600 million Bitcoin's options expire, but bulls can flip the table if Bitcoin price trades above 18,000. So this morning, if the bulls can kick in, and if they can push the price above 18,000, then when these options expire, I think, yes, we could see the price of Bitcoin push towards the upside, and I would most likely close that short position. But because we're sat under 18,000, and if we continue to stay under 18,000, for me, I think, this is going to give the bears more incentive to push that price down and have that last final capitulation event. So for me right now, it's more likely that we are going to see a pullback within a market rather than a push towards the upside. Another thing I want to look at as well, this is another thing from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin's price target now 13,500K, as Bitcoin traders say, exit all markets. Now, just looking at this here, bid liquidity offers 13,500 as support. So there's a massive liquidity grab at around $13,500. So there's a possibility that around 13,000, maybe $13,500 could be sort of that bottom, and that sort of lines up with the technical analysis that I have been looking at. Let me just bring up the right chart. I had my computer turned off yesterday, so let me just make sure I've got the right chart here. No, it's not that one. Not that one. This one. Here we go. So bringing up the right chart here, this is lining up with what I've been saying. There's major support coming in at around, to be exact, around $13,800 approximately. So that is lining up with what I've been saying. This thing here. So around 13,500 dollars, we could see a major liquidity grab there, and then we could see the price actually pump massively up from there. If we don't see the price pump, we could potentially see the price continue to dump to 12,000, maybe even 10,000, having an even bigger liquidity grab down there, and then finally pushing the price up. But what it says here, although there's a liquidity grab around $18,500 to $17,200 and $15,500, there is a bigger one. The bigger one is at the lows of 13,500K, they state. So what we can see here is, if we're bringing up this chart here, let me see if I can actually zoom in a little bit here. So what we can see here, this really sort of white line here, we can see massive, and this one here, just massive liquidity down here, which we've already grabbed the liquidity, as it said, from sort of 18,000, 17,000, and we're below that. If we were to get a liquidity grab at 18,000, 17,000, then the price would have already pumped above 18,000 again, and would most likely be trading at 20,000. So the reason why I think that the price is going to continue to come down to lower than, sort of potentially even lower than 13,000, is because we do have this mass liquidity down at 13,000, approximately $13,500. And what I would expect is the price to come down, grab that liquidity, and then push towards the upside. But we would have done the same thing during when we broke below 17,000. We would have done the same thing, but we haven't. We've actually claimed the lows of 16,000. We've actually claimed those because, as you can see, the price has just been consolidating below this mass liquidity here. So for me, there's just more incentive to the bears are going to continue to push that price down, grabbing the liquidity at 13,000, and then we can hopefully finally start seeing that price push towards the upside if the bears do not continue to push that price down to 12,000, 10,000 that we have been talking about. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm still expecting lower. This is why I'm expecting lower. We've claimed the lows of 16,000, even sort of $15,500, and we're consolidating between 16,000, 17,000. So for me, it's not a liquidity grab of $18,500 to sort of $15,500, because we would already be trading at 20,000 if we were to have a liquidity grab there. So my next target is still 13,000. So coming in and looking at the charts, taking a look at the 1 hour Bitcoin chart, as you can see, very, very boring. We can't even, trade the range here because we haven't even, well, recently we could have, but, in the shorter term, we haven't even been testing the value area low or the value area high. We've just sort of been consolidating around that point of control. So that is why I've been sitting on the sidelines, just holding this trade that I have open, just holding it open, waiting to see if we are going to get lower. But yeah, I'm sorry I can't bring you any trades because I'm not trading myself. I am sitting on the sidelines, and to be honest with you, I couldn't have been ill at a better time because nothing is happening. But yeah, of course, I'm going to try and bring you trades even if I am ill. But to be honest with you, I'm not taking trades at all right now. There's nothing to trade. And I saw the dad Dan. I was looking at the comment section from Ben's video yesterday. He said that you were getting in. It looked like you were getting into some long positions and getting stopped out. Right now, it is just not the time really to be trading. Of course, we can trade this range, but we're not respecting the range as of right now. We were previously respecting the range, but we haven't even come down and tested the value area low to give us that incentive to long to value area high, or short value area high to value area low. The price has just been very, very boring. And looking at the volume as well, there's absolutely no volume in the market right now. So right now is not the time to be opening a trade. If you're already within a trade and it's already in nice profits, then of course you can hold that trade open. But right now, it's not the time to be entering a trade. Even though I think the price is going to go lower, I'm not entering a trade because there is a possibility that the price could push up. We can't be right 100% of the time. But looking at this 4 hour, there's some more reasons why I think this price is going to continue to pull back. Is because, we've got to break towards the upside of this triangle. Of course, you can see right there. But look, no volume, no volume. There's no strength in the break towards the upside. The bulls are not kicking in. Okay, the bullish volume is not kicking in. That's what you want to see to push that price higher. That is not happening, so I'm not expecting the price to push towards the upside at all. If we can get bullish volume in, yes, of course we can see that price push up, but there is no bullish volume coming in at all, so I'm not expecting the price to push towards the upside. I'm actually expecting the price to roll over and dump if we cannot get this volume in. If we cannot get this volume in, the bears are just going to kick in again and push that price lower. The bears are in control right now. Yes, there's no volume coming in. Yes, we are consolidating, but the bears are still in control because they've been pushing the market down, over the past few weeks. So the bears are still in control. They've just sort of mellowed down for the minute, and soon enough they are going to kick in. If the bulls don't kick in, the bears are going to kick in and continue to push that price down. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Also looking at this 4 hour chart as well, we're getting a lot of bearish divergences coming in as well. So we can see continuous lower lows on the price action chart and continuous higher highs on the RSI. Textbook bearish divergences. That for me is giving me a signal that the price is going to just pull back, continue to pull back. So right now there's enough information in front of my eyes telling me that I should be keeping this trade open because the bears are most likely going to kick in and continue their dumping, their push towards the downside. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm still very bearish. There's no reason for me to flip bullish. The bulls are just not. They're just not taking control. If we want to see the bull market start again, if we want to see the bulls take control again, then we need the bulls to start kicking in and actually pushing the price up. But we're not seeing that right now. So for me, the bears are still in control. And yes, they're not. The bears are just sat on the sidelines right now, but they're gonna step in if the bulls don't step in. So that's what I'm waiting for. That's why I've still got this trade open here, which, as you know, if you've been following the channel, I opens this live on the stream for you. And, I'm always trying to be 100% transparent with you with all my trades. So please make sure you smash a like on this video if you want me to continue being 100% transparent with all the trades that I am taking. Let's have a look at some of the comments. I'm thinking we get a pump to the upside, get everyone excited, and then dump. Yes, that is a possibility. That's what we could see. If the bears aren't going to kick in yet, we could see some bulls sort of, trying to push that price up. But if we don't get the volume in, then the price is going to roll over and we're going to dump. I already think we're seeing that, to be honest with you. I do already think we're seeing that. Since this breakout, I think, we haven't been pushing towards the upside really, but for me, I just think the price is going to roll over. I don't even think we could get a push towards the upside. Just looking at the volume, yes, if the bulls can kick in slightly, then yes, we can get a push towards the upside. But right now, it's not looking hopeful at all for the bulls. But then again, the market seems to do whatever it wants lately. Yeah, well, you've got to look at what other people are doing. Volume is a very good way to look at what other people are doing. Recently, it's just been a lot of bearish volume, so we know that the bears are in control, and the bears are trying to push that price down. There's not been much bullish volume lately, so there's no incentive that we are going to get that big push towards the upside. So right now, the bears are in control, and the bears are going to keep pushing the price down. My little goblin girlfriend is going short right now with no stop loss. Should I be worried? Yeah, you should be worried if she's using your money. Then yes, you should be worried. If it's her own money, then it's not your problem. Well, maybe it is your problem if she's your girlfriend. Depends how much you care about her. But yeah, you should be worried if I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. You're talking about I forgot her name. Alameda Research CEO. I'm guessing that's who you're talking about. Tether market cap crashing. Should we have a quick look at that? USDT market cap. Yeah. What's this? A 4 hour? Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing that crash now. This could be. You could look at this two ways. Okay, a lot of people are holding USDT because they are waiting. They are waiting for the price to push lower and then get into Bitcoin, get into some altcoins. So you could look at this being that people are getting out of USDT and getting into the likes of Bitcoin, the likes of Ethereum, just buying up the dip. Or you could take this as that, maybe they're getting out of USDT and just going into USD or USDC. So yeah, there's two ways to look at that. Maybe me and Ben can look into that and see what's going on there. But for me, I would expect it just to be that people are buying the dip. That's what I'm expecting it to be. It hasn't lost its peg. So yeah, that's all I would expect it to be honest with you. Good day, beautiful people. Yes, it's actually finally a good day in the UK. Yesterday there was crazy rain. I had like 4 days worth of rain in one day, and it flooded all of the roads around. Hi AJ, I have a big order at $13,820. Make sure you got your stop loss in. I do think it could go lower than that. So, you've just got to be aware of that. I think, even 13,000, 12,000, 10,000 is a possibility. So my strategy is I'm waiting to see if the price does go down there. I'm waiting before I put those orders in. I'm waiting to see if we do break below that monthly support at around $13,800. Yes, I do think that could be the bottom, but if we break below that, then we're talking about 12,000, possibly even 10,000. Hope all the leverage short sellers get liquidated. Yeah, there's no possible way that I could get liquidated on this trade because I've moved my stop loss to entry and I've already taken 50% profit off of this trade as well. So there's no way I could get liquidated. So if short traders do get liquidated, then they're obviously not watching this channel and they're obviously not applying risk management such as the Alameda Research CEO. I'm in a 5x high time frame swing trade. Long or short? 5x, that's the most I'd ever go in a bear market with leverage, 5x. So that's good. We're very oversold on the daily. Yeah, I know, we're very. Let's bring up the Bitcoin chart again. Yes, we are very oversold on. Actually, I've got it here, haven't I? Let's go to the daily. We've got the RSI up here. Yeah, we are still very oversold. There is a possibility though. We could potentially form some sort of bullish, hidden bullish divergence. Maybe we come down to 14,000. Maybe the RSI forms some sort of higher high. Price action chart forms a lower low, and then we could potentially see the price push towards the upside. So, yes, we are still very oversold, but I do still think there's a possible. Well, I do still think we're going lower. Issue is that we're losing USD versus sterling. USD dropping against the dollar with potential more losses. Yeah, I was going to show the DXY actually. The DXY for me is actually bouncing right now. So we're bouncing off this major support. Looking at this here, support here, resistance here. So this is a very, very critical level. If we break this, then yes, I do think the DXY had topped out here. But right now we are actually getting a bit of a bounce towards the upside. So potentially we could see us coming back up to 109, 110 possibly, which is obviously not going to be good for the crypto market. But then again, we're not really inversely correlated with the DXY anymore. We're sort of correlated to it because the DXY has been going down, but Bitcoin's been going down as well. So right now, the DXY is not the best thing to be looking at to sort of predict where Bitcoin is going. Isn't rising RSI and lower price action bullish divergence? Did I say bearish? In the 4 hour. Did I say bearish? Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I said, but yeah, let me know what I said. So in the 4 hour chart, in the 4 hour chart. So what I'm looking at on the 4 hour chart, let me make sure I'm saying it right this time. Yeah, well, no, bearish divergence. Yeah, on the 4 hour. So no, you can't say it's a bullish divergence because reason being is because we're getting higher highs on the price action chart and we're getting higher highs on the RSI. The reason I'm saying it's a bearish divergence on the 4 hour is because we're getting lower highs on the price action chart, but we're getting higher highs on the RSI. So that's a bearish divergence right there. I don't know if you're talking about what I was saying on the weekly. Or the daily, sorry. There's a potential, I'm not saying it's there, but I'm saying there's a possibility that on the daily we could form a bullish divergence. It's not confirmed yet. Long for me right now, I'm not looking at getting into longs. So good luck with that, and I hope it works out. But right now, it's just looking more bearish for me. So yeah, I'm not looking. Well, I'm not looking at getting into longs anytime soon, but yeah, I'm not looking at getting into any trades right now. As I said, I'm already in a trade and I've been in this trade for a while. That's why I'm leaving the trade open. But right now is not the time to be getting into trades because there's no signal. There's no this there's signals that is that's telling me that we are going to go lower, but there's no signals telling me to enter a trade. I like to short resistances. And that's what we've been doing over the past 2 months. We made 9 trades, all of them except one of them or two of them. Two of them were longs actually, but the other ones were all shorts, and every single one of them we shorted resistance. Okay, we shorted resistance, and we pretty much pinpointed the top of the shorter term move, and we shorted that really really nicely. I do tend to trade breaks of support sometimes. It depends if we get the volume, if we get the right amount of volume, or if we get the retest and then a rejection, possibly, and if I'm not already in a trade. But for me, I like to short resistances, because if you don't short resistances and you short breaks of support, you've already missed the trade. For me personally, you've already missed the profit that you could have taken if you shorted the resistance. And you sort of FOMOing in. If you obviously, you can short breaks of support, and that's a very good strategy. But for me, I like to make the most of my trades by shorting the resistances, and for me, that's what works the best. Oh, didn't know that. Thanks. That's all right. Hopefully I helped you out there a little bit. What you reckon for ETH when Bitcoin halves in 2025? Well, Bitcoin's most likely going to pump when it halves. So ETH will probably pump as well. Well, it depends. It might dump and then pump. We'll have to see. But initially it's going to be a good thing. I personally think. But yeah, I think Ethereum is gonna follow it. To be honest with you, by 2025, I'm hoping that we're gonna finally be in that bull market. So it won't really matter what happens, because the price is most likely going to continue to push towards the upside if we are within that bull market. But I don't think ETH is going anywhere anytime soon, and I do think the next bull market, Ethereum um, is going to beat Bitcoin, as in percentage gain wise. So right now, as I've been saying over the whole time that this channel has been up, I've been saying that 80% of my portfolio is within Bitcoin. That's going to be very different within the bull market. I've only done this because we're in a bear market, and to be honest with you, my portfolio would have been in more pain, well, double the amount of pain that it is in right now, if I had stayed in the altcoins that I was in the previous bull market. So I'm very happy that 80% of my portfolio is within Bitcoin. Now, you could say I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I'm a Bitcoin maxi right now, but when the bull market comes around again, I'm not a Bitcoin maxi again. I'm shifting my portfolio into the altcoins to make the gains. That is the best strategy that I think you could have. In a bear market, just put everything into Bitcoin. You're going to save a lot of money that way. Save a lot of money. Your portfolio isn't going to get hit as hard, and then Once a bull market comes around again, then start getting into those altcoins. That's my strategy. And someone called me a Bitcoin maxi over on Twitter, but that's just my strategy, and that's what's worked for me. It's worked for me. If I stayed within the altcoins, I had a lot of Solana. I made a lot of profit on Solana, but if I'd stayed within Solana, I would have lost all of that profit, and I would have been in a loss. And the reason I'm not in a loss is because I've shifted my portfolio into Bitcoin, and I took the gains. I took chips off the table, and I'm happy I've done that. That is the plan. Beans on toast or fish and chips. That is a hard one. As a Brit, that is a very, very hard one. To be honest with you, I'll go with fish and chips. I do love a good fish and chips on a Friday. You will have more potential ETH in terms of multiple compared to Bitcoin. In bear market, I sell everything and use stablecoin. Yeah, that's another strategy to have. For me, I just stay within Bitcoin, to be honest, because I got into Bitcoin. I say early, but during COVID, so I got in at low prices. I'm not worried, even if the price comes down to 10,000. I'm not worried because I got in at around 3,500. $3,500 approximately, I think. So, I'm not too bothered about Bitcoin pulling back. So, to be honest with you, I just keep my portfolio within Bitcoin because I know it's going to go up again. I know it's going to go up again. Yes, I could potentially put it into I could put it into stable coins, wait for the price to pull back, and then get back into Bitcoin. But for me, I just prefer to hold it in there. And for trading, I've got my trading portfolio. That's my strategy. I just use my trading strategy. I use my trading strategy to make more Bitcoin. That's my plan. SPY, lots of puts for today. Yeah, that's going to bring a lot of volatility into the market. As I said at the start as well, we've got 600 million in Bitcoin options expire today as well. So, that's gonna bring a lot of volatility into the market today as well. So, of course, if anything major happens, I will come live. You will be the first people that I tell what is happening with the markets, and if I change anything with my trades. But yeah, I think that's everything for today, to be honest with you. There's nothing exciting going on. Of course, if anything happens, I will bring it to you straight away, and I will let you know what is happening. But right now, very, very boring. So yeah, I hope I have given you some valuable information today. I do expect volatility, but yeah, I'm still very bearish. I do still think the price is going to pull back. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry I've been a bit slow. My head's a bit out of it today because I'm very ill. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please make sure you smash a like on this this video. And yeah, I will see you in the next live. I do really appreciate it if you smash a like on the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next live. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next live. Thank you very much.